Hi, KOG here. I'm back with Soyeon's Loveless. Um, now the I've been away because I had a really bad experience with the I think it was suntan lotion. That was just in my car, and I put it on, and then my just whole face just puffed up, and my eyes. It was really something. It really went bad, and I couldn't really open my eyes. I had to get treated, and I thought it would be gone. I thought it was just allergic reaction. I thought it would be gone in a couple days, but yeah, it actually took like almost a couple weeks to get better. So my eyes are still kind of a little dark around my and a little puffy, but I don't scare people anymore. So not more than usual. So here I go. Now the I'm doing the Loveless because someone asked for a translation of this one. So here I go. Okay. Okay, I have listened to the song as before, and it's very touching little song. I mean, there's no complexities. It's like very earnest, very sweet, but sad. But anyway, here we go. The name of the song is Loveless, but it's lack of affection. So I guess it's loveless, as in, like children with lack of affection, they have a lot of emotional trauma or problems, that type of thing. So 애정결핍 actually means lack of affection. So 난 또 별거 아닌 거에 너무 크게 불안해져. I again become too anxious about the little things. I'm too nervous about not being separated. Okay, here we go. Another terrible translation. By now, you guys know it's a no-no to put in things that are not there. Why are these translators putting in things that are not there? Just yeah. Anyway, so 난 또 별거 아닌 거, 별거 아니다. This means nothing of importance, something frivolous, something little. She's saying she gets too very anxious about just the little things. The little things would be better. Yeah. There we go. And next. Okay. 불필요한 생각들로 나를 괴롭히고 I torment myself with useless thoughts. Yeah, she's just getting too anxious and she's just bothering or tormenting herself with things that she doesn't need to. Bother me with unnecessary thoughts. Okay, this is good. As you guys can see, that how she sing this song is as if like a very like a little girl, very very sensitive, very somewhat, it's not woman power thing. It's just being earnest and like a someone who's hurt. She sings it the same way, because that's how she feels. I think when she made this song. So I mean, she's known for her, it's like boss, bitch thing, bossy lady and boss lady type of a thing. She got she's very forceful, very strong woman, but she's talking about that softer side, I think. 떨리는 눈동자 속에 너의 미소를 담으면. When I have your smile in my nervous eyes. Okay, 떨리는 눈동자 actually means trembling eyes, but that so more literal would be trembling eyes. But it's basically she was anxious and nervous, so I went with nervous eyes. When I have your smile in my nervous eyes, 눈동자 actually means your pupil, you know. But that would sound weird, right? So basically, she's saying when she see him with her nervous eyes, you know, then my heart begins to be at ease. 그제서야 조금은 마음을 놓는다. 마음을 놓는다 means, being at ease. 조금은 means little bit. And so when she gets to see him, then she feels a little better. If you put your smile inside your trembling eyes. Yeah. Okay. Next. See, I mean, if this person, the translator, wanted to be this literal, then she shouldn't have been adding stuff in the before. 그 어떤 누구도 지금 나 같을 수는 없는 걸 알아. I know that no one can be just like me at this moment. Meaning, no one can be exactly same as I am right now. Then I feel a little bit sick. Oh my God, this is terrible. I'm going back. I missed this one. I told you that 그제서야 조금 마음을 놓는다 means that then my heart begins to be at ease, right? How did that become then I feel a little bit sick? It's not being sick. You're at ease by looking at him. Okay, we did this part. Next. 당연한 것이라고 마음을 비워도 even if I accept how matter of fact it is. Okay. I do not mind if I clear my mind. Oh, okay, I understand why. Okay, 마음을 비워도 means emptying your heart or your thoughts. More actually, so yeah, it can mean several things. Like now, when you when you're emptying your mind or emptying your thoughts or emptying your heart, it actually means that giving things up or not being obsessive, but it can also mean not having hope, for example, like if you're playing, if you bought a lottery ticket, 그래서 마음을 비워, you most likely are not going to win. So, do not hope that much. It can mean that. And it also means not to obsess over things. And so here I just went with, even if I accept, just take it as it is. That's how I went with it. Okay. It has nothing to do with I do not mind or not good. Okay. 사실은 너만큼은 나와 닮았길 원해서. Actually, I wanted us to be alike. But 너만큼은 means at least you would be similar to me. would be a closer, more literal translation. Okay, well, you guys can change this line because I'm just going very, very easy short forms. But so I guess this part is not in my was excised. 너만큼은 means at least you. Actually, I wanted us to be alike. Because there's a you and me and all that. It's basically us. But anyway, so exact, more literal translation would be actually, at I wanted you to. At least I wanted you to be very much alike or very similar to me. Is the actual translation. Actually, I wanted you to look like me. No. Well, I know why it went this way. 나와 닮았길. It was similar to be me or like me. But I don't think she's talking about what they look like. I think she's talking about who they are as people. See, because the next sentence is 답이 정해진 뻔한 질문만 건넨다. Okay, so I only ask obvious questions that I can guess the answers to. More literal translation would be 답이 정해진 means answers that are fixed. The rest is obvious questions, asking obvious questions. So basically it means that she's asking questions that she knows the answers to, the very obvious questions, meaning because she wanted to be alike with him, so that she would be loved. That's why she's asking questions that are like, that she knows that he would agree with, So, yeah, I guess he does have, the, lack of affection here. So that's kind of sad, huh? Just asking the same, the questions that the answers to, and so that he would think she's agreeable. I answer only the obvious questions. Okay, that's good. Oh, what happened? Jumped. Okay, 사랑을 하고 너를 꽉 안고, falling in love, holding you tight. Or 꽉 안고, okay, hugging you tight. Actually, but I think holding you just feels better. To love, I hold you tight, or whatever. That's okay. 감당 못할 또 부담을 건네고. Oh, where did that go? Giving burdens that is hard to handle. Yeah, basically, I cannot bear the burden. Here, the reason I did not put I is not. I don't think it's I. It's not that she cannot bear the burden. But what she's saying is, even if they fall in love and hold you tight, you know how she was trying to be close to the guy? She was trying to please him and all that stuff, to be agreeable or similar to him, whatever she can do. And she's saying that even if they fall in love and all that, and she feels like she's giving him burden that is hard to handle. Huh? because seems like it doesn't matter what he does. It's about her, how she's acting. So yeah, I think it's she's the one who's giving the burden she feels like, which is hard for him to handle. Not I cannot bear the burden. That makes more sense. Okay, 사랑을 받고 널 다 가져도 even if loved and have all of you. So it's continuation of what she was saying up here. You know, even if they fall in love and she can hold them tight and all that stuff, and now then even if I'm being loved and have all of you, 모든 걸 준 난 아직도 외롭다. After giving you all I am, I'm still lonely. Because even if she's loved and have all of him, she gave him everything, just all I am, everything about myself. I'm giving herself to him, but she feels she's still lonely. Even if you leave me, all I gave was still lonely. See here again, there's nothing about leaving nobody here. 사랑을 받고 널 다 가져도 모든 걸 준 난 아직도 외롭다. Just like my translation, it doesn't have anything about, or like, even if you leave me, this is just not here. It's just another thing that this translator just stuck it in there just because I don't know, I have no idea why they feel the need to add things, but there we go. Okay. Okay, next. Okay. 이 사실은 지금 내게서 내가 멀어진다 해도 actually even if you don't love me anymore, the more literal translation would be actually even if you become far away from me would be literal. In Korea, like when you say the other person, someone becomes far from you, 멀어진다 means someone who's becoming farther away from you. It means that the other person is not close to you anymore emotionally as a person. The relationship is becoming, less important, or they're just becoming far away from you. So I just went with even if you don't love me anymore or love me less, basically. Actually, now that you are not that you are away from me. Well, it's not physically. This is not physical distance. They're talking about it. It is talking about the emotional closeness that is becoming farther away. Okay. 나는 아무런 말을 할 수가 없어. I cannot say anything. Okay, that's good. Oops. So that's good. Okay, 하지만 너만큼은 이런 내 마음을 알아서. But I hope you would know my heart. Understand me. That basically is what she's saying. 영원히 떠나가지 않으면 좋겠다. This is a single sentence. 하지만 너만큼은 이런 내 마음을 알아서 영원히 떠나가지 않으면 좋겠다. But I hope you would know my heart and never leave me forever. Because you know what I feel and what I think, so that you will never ever leave me, is what she's saying. but as far as you are concerned, Miran take Miran takes care of my heart. I have no idea what that means. What's Miran? Okay, man. How do you guys even understand the song? Uh, because if I read the translation here, this probably is one of the bad ones. I'm just taking. It doesn't really matter the original one, so I just take random one. I don't check them before because I just do my little translation and so that you guys can understand what it means. But huh. But anyway, so I think that's it. Um, the rest is I think repetition. Yeah. So another terrible translation. I wouldn't even would have understood what it means. But like I said, the whole song, how she sings it, um, how she emotes is like it's like a little bird who's hurt. It's just you, her her vocalization, everything is very sensitive and delicate. Yeah, and man, she needs somebody who loves her and care for her really, really well. I think she deserves it. Uh, yeah. So there's so that's my translation of this thing. I would like to talk to you guys about something. Some people ask me to why don't I post up the translations for these songs? Just translate the whole thing and then put it up. Well, I could. It's not difficult, but I thought it would be a great idea if you guys could. There aren't that many people who watch these videos, but for those who do, I think you guys are like really love these kind of content. So I think maybe you guys can do it yourselves. Because there's like different stages of doing a translation like this. Well, okay. The first step is figuring out and translating the right meaning of the song. So it is all concentrated on, the like maybe even the media idioms, different cultural references or sayings or whatever. The most important thing is the intent of the artist and what that person is trying to convey. Now, that's only the first part. It's like a first draft type of a deal, and I've done that. Okay, and then the second part is you try to trim it a little bit so that not you know the meaning, but you should at least kind of you can't be writing an essay on it because it's a song. The lyric has to be of certain length and it has to kind of fit and it has to be compact without adding. But you try to trim it a little bit so that it kind of fits the mold. So I feel like I've done step 1 and step 2. Now, what step 3 involves is that you sit down and you forget about the song, you forget about Korean, you just look at the uh, second draft, just as a writing. And since you know what she's trying to say or the artist trying to say, what you do is you sit there, you try to make it flow. It's just the word choices, perhaps if you can add certain I don't know if you can rhyme certain things or make it more like the song, the feeling that song was trying to give. For example, let's say the original song had a lot of slangs in it. Then even if you cannot change that slang, like the Korean slang, for example, you don't want to use if you cannot find the English word to fit that slang, but if you knew that it had a lot of slangs in it, you put in slangs in some other parts of the song where an English slang can be used without messing up the the meaning. And same thing with like sayings or whatever. Uh, you might not find, it will be almost impossible to find like exact or similar lines or parts where you use the like idioms or sayings, uh, like raining cats and dogs and type of a thing, But the important thing is that if you know that, for example, if the song had a lot of slangs in it, it feels young, and it has certain. The song has, for example, a feeling of being informal, right? So you're trying to give that feeling. So that's kind of like the last step. Just so the third and fourth part, where third part is where you're just looking at the English part and you try to rewrite it so that it will sound better, it will flow better. Because when you started, it was a different language, and you're trying to fit everything in there, and at least know what the artist was trying to say. Second step is just trim and you just second draft. But starting from the third draft, you're trying to actually make the writing have the similar feel, or you write it well. Like like remember, like when you're in high school or something, you're writing something, you try to, you do third and fourth draft where you try to make it sound better. Basically, that's what you're doing, and try to convey certain feelings or things that are in the video. Now, I mean, I'm pretty darn sure you guys speak better English than I do. Most of you guys, or probably there are many of you guys who are great writers in English language. So I've done part 1 and 2. So if you guys want, you guys are free to do step 3 and step 4 if you want to. Add your little thing to it, and then use it or publish it or share with other people, because I know for a fact, unless you guys go nuts, it's gonna still have the same. It would convey the message of the Soyon, right? I think that's the important part, right? And if it sounds better, if it flows better, if you add certain, context or certain things, or the style of the language. For example, here the song is very delicate, like a hurt little girl type of thing. So you can choose words or change little phrases or sentences to reflect that, and things like that. Yeah, and I think that might be fun for you guys. And all I'm saying is that I'm just telling you guys how to do it, and you guys can do it, and or we can share it in my site or with other people, and I think that'll be cool. I I'm doing this for free anyway, translating. So why not share with all the people who love Soyeon's writing, right? So anyway, that's what I wanted to say, and tell you guys a little bit about how to finish up translation for things like, because song is like a literature, it's like a small poem, poetry. So you can, there's much room, and most important thing is to conveying the message and the feel of the song. And all I'm doing here is tell you guys, what the first part of it. Now, the second part of it, I believe there will be a million guys, people who are better than I. So I think it'd be fun for you guys, and I think you guys can do that part by, I tell you guys everything, even the small details. So I'm sure you guys can find a way to make a beautiful, like finished lyrics to share with other people. I think they'll be great. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.